Now to a scam alert involving con artists who have created fake websites for businesses to try to steal money from shoppers. The scammers are getting so sneaky that they are trying to prevent you from figuring out their scheme by trying to block your ability to check if the businesses are real, legitimate. Tom Stevens with the Better Business Bureau is joining us this morning via Zoom to explain how these con artists are targeting businesses, including, by the way, the BBB. Tom, good morning. Thanks for being with us.
Good morning. My pleasure.
So first, would you explain which specific businesses are being used to try to trick people and how?
Sure. There are three companies. There's an RV dealership in Iowa called Harrison RV. There are two trucking and equipment companies in Alabama, AL Truck LLC and Alabama Truck and Equipment. All three of those businesses have been actually out of business for years, but the scammers have built fake websites and stolen their name and their identity, basically.
And I know that these are outside of Florida, but the reality is there may be people who are interested in the state of Florida or in our area, for example, in buying an RV or maybe some trucking equipment. In fact, someone from Alaska, you were telling me, sent $55,000 to buy some trucking equipment and ended up getting ripped off as a result. So to follow up with that, you know, Tom, you and I have worked together for years, and as a member of the I-Team, we're always, with your help, telling our viewers before they buy anything from a company or hire a company to check that company's reputation by looking them up on the Better Business Bureau's website. So we have a screenshot of what someone would find if they searched BBB.org for two of the companies specifically involved in this scam. And if you look closely, you can see that they would then see these notices warning consumers that there is an alert about this company, that its website may have been hacked or it's the victim of a scam. Well, now scammers are trying to prevent shoppers from seeing this information on BBB.org. Would you explain how they're doing that?
Sure. They use a network of hijacked computers to send requests for information on those three companies to our website, basically, and they flood our website with requests. For example, on those three companies in the last week, we've had over 7 billion requests for information on those three companies. They all come from a network of stolen, basically hijacked computers, and they use computer bots to do that. And so that's kind of like trying to drink water out of a fire hydrant, really. It just overwhelms the system. And in some cases, it shut us down for a few minutes. We're fighting it pretty good, but we've had intermittent outages for the last week and a half, 2 weeks.
Yeah, as a result of that, I just out of curiosity, why not just remove the three companies, you know, their profiles from BBB.org?
That's what they want us to do. They want us to stop warning people that they're scammers, and that if you send them money, you're going to lose your money. So they want us to pull those reports down, and they think by attacking like this, we'll eventually do it, and we won't.
So what should a person or a business watching, you know, today, for example, and if they're searching online to buy anything, like in this case, an RV or trucking equipment, I mean, what should they do? Are there any red flags so they don't lose money?
Sure. What they should do is do a little research, and it's pretty easy to do that. Number one, you can look the company up on our website. You can also take the company name and go to Google or Bing and type in the company name followed by the word scam and see if anything pops up. You can use the U.S. Postal Service zip code searching function to determine if the address is real. And a lot of times scammers will make up addresses that you can't deliver mail to. So that tells you whether the address is real or not. And if nothing else, you can search the Whois system on the web to see how long their website's been up. And if they say they've been in business for 10 years, but the website's been up 2 weeks, that's probably a tip-off that it's not legitimate.
Tom, let's look bigger picture.
That's just a couple things.
Yeah, really. Bigger picture here for a minute. I mean, what does this tell you about scammers and the lengths to which they will go now to try to trick customers, particularly an organization like BetterBusinessBureau.org, which is, you know, quite honestly there to help consumers so they don't fall for a scam?
Correct. Well, it tells you, number one, they're very technologically savvy. They have the resources and the technical ability to pull off something like this. It's something that they've built that ability over the years because they've hijacked computers to be part of their bot network, and the person who owns the computer, they may not even know that it's been hijacked, you know, through phishing scams or whatever. So it tells you that they know how to do it, and when there's big money involved like this, because we estimate that over the last year they've gotten at least $6 or $7 million of deposits for equipment that doesn't exist. Big money, so they'll take the time to do what's necessary to get it.
And it sounds like they have the resources also to spend a little money to trick people into giving more money, because the payout for them is so enormous when you're talking about, you know, millions of dollars. Tom, thanks for your time this morning. We appreciate it.
My pleasure. Thank you.